Welcome to our presentation of Team 1's IA redesign of the National Weather Service's Tallahassee office site. Team 1 consists of Adam Anderson, Andrew Bongbonga, Jennifer Nichols, and myself, Gina Parker. NWS's mission is to provide weather, water, and climate data, forecasts, and warnings for the protection of life and property and the enhancement of the national economy. NWS's vision is of a weather-ready nation, a society prepared for and respondent to weather, water, and climate-dependent events. Our mission as a team is to present NWS Tallahassee, Florida, with a website that clearly and concisely provides the needed information within a few clicks for the user, because in some cases, time is of the essence. The main goal for NWS, or weather.gov, is to communicate current information considered vital for preparing and safeguarding the well-being of society in cases of inclement weather. One of our goals as a team is to provide a cohesive site that allows the user to gather current information in the shortest amount of time. Another goal our team has is to provide the public with an interactive weather site that both informs and creates a community of educated citizens to better navigate their terrain. Our first user persona is Samantha. Samantha is a 38-year-old single healthcare admin living in a large suburb of Florida with about a 20-mile commute to work. Samantha is our primary user as she checks the weather on a daily basis to see how her commute is going to be. Samantha's questions include what the weather is going to be and the road conditions, as well as the predicted weather for the rest of the day and the evening. Samantha has a good grasp on technology, primarily with her health apps that are used at work and social media sites. She's also very familiar with weather sites as she's been checking the weather on a regular basis since she obtained her position. With her familiarity with weather sites, Samantha is also very familiar with the different components of the weather site, such as the forecast, the radar, the historic data, and any sort of hazardous warnings. Our next user persona is Andrew. Andrew is a 49-year-old single business owner in Charleston, South Carolina. While Andrew's pretty well versed in all of the different aspects of running his own business, such as consulting and contracting, he's not as well versed in internet usage. Some of Andrew's questions include how to find the weather forecast for a week or two in advance, as well as how to find information on certain municipalities or counties, and then also maybe getting a hold of subject matter experts that are able to give him more data and information for construction site designs. Andrew's main frustrations with current weather sites are not being able to find a quick 5-day forecast and not being able to see detailed metrics or data trends on specific areas. Our third user persona is Annette. Annette is a 37-year-old married mother of 3 who works in county emergency management. As a county emergency manager, Annette relies on NWS for their accurate and up-to-date weather information for her county. Annette's main frustrations are that the site is not very user-friendly and she'd really like them to have an app. Navigating the site on her phone is very obnoxious. Annette's goals include public safety and situational awareness, which is why she leans on NWS during upcoming weather events. Our final user persona is for Jimmy, a 32-year-old married man with 2 daughters that are under the age of 12. Jimmy's a stockbroker, but he likes to take his family on vacations on his time off. Some of his questions are, is it going to be raining when we go camping? Do we need to bring some coats when we go to Disney? Is it going to be cold when we go fishing? While Jimmy is very well versed in social media and apps that are used in stock trading, he's not as well versed in weather sites. Jimmy's main frustrations are that some weather sites are difficult to read or maybe intended for more advanced researchers or users, as well as not having the reliability that he would like to in most weather sites. Our 3 main IA redesign rationale points include simplifying and streamlining the NWS site so that users can more easily locate desired tools, adding functionality within the regional parameters of the site and allowing users to explore site functions within those parameters, and allowing more personalized user functionality, such as creating travel routes which take current weather conditions and forecasts into consideration. Next, we'll be reviewing screenshots of what the NWS site currently looks like versus the wireframes that our team has created to present to NWS as a future improvement. The first page we'll go over is the home page. We're able to see a large map that shows weather information for today, and we can also see it for tonight and tomorrow. Across the top, we're able to see the current hazards, conditions, and a couple of other drop-down menus that show us different options to go to different pages. Scrolling down on the homepage, we're able to see a smaller map that lets us pinpoint into detailed forecasts for certain areas or certain cities. Under that, we see a bunch of different images for radar information and satellite and weather map information for most of our county or the surrounding states. Lastly, at the bottom, we're able to see our footer with all of our different pages that we're able to navigate to. Our team feels that this homepage can come off as a little cluttered or overly involved, and we feel that a simpler approach might work better for users who might be scared off easily. This is the wireframe that we've created to replace the homepage. We're able to see some key points such as the global navigation that we'll have at the top of every wireframe, as well as an interactive weather map. We can also see the current conditions for today and then some of the major news headlines that are currently trending. At the bottom will be NWS's contact information and a couple of social media links. Next, we'll be reviewing the hourly forecast page. As we navigate to the forecast page, we're presented with a small map that allows users to click on their specific city that they're looking for information for. Once the user has clicked on their city, they're presented with this enormous graph of very detailed information that can come off as extremely intimidating and maybe really confusing for some novice users. At the bottom of the page, we're able to see links to other forecast information such as tubular forecasts or marine weather. On the wireframe for our forecast, we're able to see a very clean and detailed 5-day forecast at the very top, as well as a more detailed forecast underneath. Here we're able to see the page that NWS provides for past weather events. At the top, we can see some news headlines, and then we're able to see NWS Tallahassee's significant weather events. As the list continues, we're able to see that it goes in order by date, but there isn't really any options for users to filter this list. On our wireframe for past weather events, we're able to see 3 different calendars at the top that allow users to see archived observations, weather events, and precipitation data. At the bottom, users are able to search by specific cities, counties, rivers, or lakes to see precipitation, flooding, and graphical data that gives them the averages for the month or the day or the year. At the top of the safety page, we're able to see hazard headlines that will tell users about what hazards might be pending for their area. Below the hazard data, we're able to see shelter and outreach information, such as food distributions, sandbags, plywood, anything that users may need within a hazardous event. Next, we have the wireframe for our Plan Your Trip page. This page encompasses one of our main goals as a team to provide users with information on how to get to their destination safely. Users are able to enter their current location and where they're going, and they're able to see any sort of hazardous weather events that are going to happen on their way there. This page suggests the safest route that we can determine and also suggests alternate routes that might be safer for the user. Our Tools and Resources page provides users with radar, satellite, and weather imagery at the top. Under the links to the radar imagery, we're able to see multiple stations for the NOAA weather radio. These weather radio stations provide users with up-to-the-second information on severe weather and severe thunderstorms that could be extremely important while they're traveling. Our programs page provides links to college, professional, and community programs that allow users to learn more about getting involved in their weather community. At the top, we're able to see programs such as those that collide with FSU and county programs, decision support services, emergency management, etc. Below this, we're able to see volunteer programs and any sort of business affiliate programs that are available. Last, we have our information page that shows our social media information and more contact information. At the top, we're able to see our recent Facebook feed that might have up-to-date information, as well as our recent Twitter feed. Below that, we have a Contact Us section with the office location and phone number, as well as links to national pages, career links, and a help link.